Most men think attraction is about doing more. More texting, more compliments, more attention, more effort, more showing up. And that's exactly why it isn't working. Because the men women actually can't stop thinking about, the ones she replays at 2 in the morning, the ones she brings up to her friends without meaning to. Those men weren't doing more. They were doing less, but with complete precision. There are 5 specific behaviors that trigger something in women they cannot consciously explain. Not grand gestures, not expensive dates, not rehearsed lines. 5 quiet, deliberate things that flip a switch in her psychology and make you the man she compares every other man to. Most men will never learn this, not because it's complicated, because it goes against every instinct they have. Stay with me through all 5. Number 4 is the one most men are unknowingly doing the opposite of, right now, every single day. Number 1, the deliberate pause. Most men are terrified of silence. The moment a conversation slows, they rush to fill it. They crack a joke, ask another question, change the subject. They treat silence like a problem that needs solving immediately. Here's what women actually experience in that silence. When a man is comfortable saying nothing, when he doesn't scramble for words, doesn't look nervous, just holds the space with total calm, she feels something she cannot name. A kind of weight, a pull. Silence in a man who isn't afraid of it communicates something that no amount of words can. It says, I am not here to perform for you. I am not anxious about what you think. I exist in my own orbit, and right now, I've chosen to let you into it. That calm in the face of silence is one of the rarest things a woman encounters in a man, and rare things are magnetic. Next time the conversation slows, don't panic. Breathe. Hold the moment. Let her feel the stillness of a man who doesn't need noise to feel secure. Number 2, full presence without the phone. This one sounds simple. It is not simple, because almost no man actually does it. When she is talking, not just speaking words at you, but actually telling you something, and you put the phone face down, look directly at her, and give her your complete undivided attention, something biological happens in her. She feels seen, not politely noticed, not tolerated, actually seen. Women move through life in a world where most men are half present. They're listening with one eye on the screen, nodding at the right moments, technically there, but mentally elsewhere. She has learned to expect this. She has lowered her expectations to match what most men offer. When a man breaks that pattern, when he closes the distance between his attention and her reality, she doesn't just appreciate it. She starts associating you with a feeling she doesn't get anywhere else. And the thing she associates with a specific feeling, she craves. Number 3, the opinion that doesn't move. Women test opinions, not always consciously, not always deliberately, but consistently. She'll mention something casually, a preference, a perspective, an observation, and watch what you do with it. The average man adjusts. He softens his position. He finds a way to agree because agreement feels safe. Here is what she actually feels when you do that. Nothing, or worse, mild disappointment. Because a man who reshapes his opinions to match her comfort level is telling her something important about his character. He is telling her that her approval matters more than his own truth. And a man whose stability depends on her approval is not a man she can depend on. The man she finds magnetic says what he actually thinks, calmly, without apology, without picking a fight. When she pushes back, he listens genuinely. And if she's right, he says so. But if he believes what he said, he stays there. That groundedness is not arrogance. It is the psychological signal of a man who knows who he is. And that signal, in a world full of men who bend, is deeply, powerfully attractive. Number 4, living a life that doesn't need her in it. This is the one most men are doing backward every single day. The instinct, when you're attracted to a woman, is to make space for her, to clear your schedule, to be available, to show her through your accessibility that she matters. But here's what that actually communicates to her psychology. It tells her your life was empty and she's filling it. The man women become obsessed with is the man whose life is already full. He has things he's building, friendships that matter, interests that genuinely light him up, goals that he shows up for whether or not she's watching. When he includes her in that life, it means something, because she knows it isn't need, it's choice. This doesn't mean ignoring her or manufacturing busyness. It means actually investing in your own existence with the same energy you're putting into trying to attract her. A man with a compelling life doesn't chase, and the man who doesn't chase is the one she ends up chasing. Number 5, the thing she can't fully predict. The human brain is wired to stop paying attention to things it has fully figured out. When she can predict every response, every mood, every move, when you are completely readable and entirely consistent in the way a wall is consistent, the attraction fades. Not because she wants games, because her brain literally stops noticing what it has already categorized. The men she cannot stop thinking about have one thing in common. She has never quite finished solving them. Not because they're performing mystery, not because they're withholding on purpose, but because they are genuinely full people with dimensions she keeps discovering. One day he's playful, the next he's quiet and serious. He's generous without being predictable about it. He has opinions that surprise her. He responds to situations in ways she didn't expect and couldn't have scripted. That unpredictability isn't chaos, it's depth. And depth is what keeps her returning, not just to the conversation, but to the thought of you when you're not even there. Here's the truth underneath all 5 of these. Women are not attracted to performance. They are not attracted to effort dressed up as effortlessness. They are attracted to a man who has done enough internal work that his presence alone communicates something real. The pause that doesn't panic, the attention that doesn't wander, the opinion that doesn't bend, the life that doesn't need her in it to feel complete, the depth she can't finish mapping. None of these are tactics, all of them are character. You don't build this overnight. But every man who has ever made a woman think about him long after he left the room got there the same way. Not by trying to impress her, by becoming someone genuinely worth thinking about. Start there. Everything else follows.